we've created at the Food Bank of Delaware, one overriding belief has motivated us, and that is that working together in personal relationships and building strategic alliances to engage, educate, and empower the community will bring about great accomplishments to enrich our lives. And out of these alliances comes action, and Delaware Does More was such an example. Our goal was simple: mobilize the community to raise 300,000 pounds of food through food drives and $250,000 for utilities and housing by the end of February 2009.
I stand before you, though, to say, wow, we did it. We, the people of Delaware, did more. Patricia announced the tremendous outpouring and response we received from the food drive. But I'm thrilled and humbled to announce that we also significantly exceeded our fundraising goal. We originally asked for $250,000, and I'm thrilled to announce that we've collected over $300,000 for shelter and utility assistance.
Thank you to literally thousands of Delawareans who stepped up, many of them for the first time, to begin giving and begin helping to collect food and solicit donations we never had before. These are very tough times that we're going through right now, and I see it every day when I'm out trying to do my job. But one of the real few bright spots in it is seeing people who, for the first time, have become motivated because of the circumstances that they see their neighbors in, to go out and spend an hour or spend 2 or 3 or 5 hours during the week helping out. That we're not anywhere near the finish line, and we need to keep it up, and we need to redouble our efforts to help out our neighbors in the weeks and months to come. So thank you for what you have done, and please, I think on all of our behalf, thank the folks who have been working with you diligently to achieve these goals for what they have done, and let's keep it up because we've got a long way to go.
We have a problem with about a third of the kids in this country are obese, more adults are obese than are overweight. And we have at one time, on one hand, people that they're probably eating too much, and yet we have at the other hand, people who don't have enough to eat, families who don't have enough to eat. And what y'all have to help to do, with a lot of folks around this state, is to kind of level it out to make sure that the people who don't have enough to eat are going to have enough to eat. You're going to be able to pay the utility bill, stay in their homes, and it's a wonderful feeling. The best, I'll just say this to the kids, the greatest source of joy in our lives, you may already know this, in fact, maybe you've learned this lesson through this process. The greatest source of joy in our life comes not from what we get, but it really comes from what we give and what we're able to do for others. That's a wonderful lesson. You have learned it at a very early age, and as it turns out, so have the rest of them. So everybody, congratulations! Just great to be here to celebrate this.
This food that's brought in today, this food's been brought in for many weeks, months, and even years. Gets distributed in a way that makes sure that people in Delaware are able to eat and eat well and eat healthy meals to make a difference in their lives. And to all those who work at the food bank, I offer my thanks to you. The work that Michelle does is extraordinarily important, raising money that goes out to organizations, which we're going to hear from here shortly, makes a huge difference in terms of making certain that Delaware's families are being taken care of. To all the corporations who've organized and helped with this, our thanks to each of them. To all the young people, I think some of the young people, one of these posters behind me, as a matter of fact, for the great work they've done. They got involved and engaged, and we thank them for their tremendous efforts. And we say that Delaware does more to help. The bottom line is it takes a whole lot of people to do it from different segments of our community, and you have made a huge difference. And I just want to offer my thanks to each and every one of you. It's a pleasure to work with Tom and other political figures in our state, with Matt and others, in terms of what we have to do. But the bottom line is, without your help, we would not be here today, and a lot of Delaware families would not be as well served. So my heartfelt thanks to all of the entities and organizations. We want people in Delaware, hopefully across the country, but our responsibility is Delaware, to be as comfortable as possible. And I believe that the efforts that we have seen here, with the money which has been raised and the food which has been brought in and distributed, has made a huge difference in the lives of many. This time, we all know, is pretty tough. So my thanks to each and every one of you for your participation.
And I just want to say personally, as someone who's worked with Sean, Nick, Jen, and others, those at the food bank, I appreciate the time that you shared with us, particularly the committee that was put together to distribute the $250,000 to many of the organizations, two of which you'll hear from today. But the speed in which that happened, the flexibility, the ease, in which we could make sure that the dollars didn't get hung up in bureaucracy, in needless applications, but it got out into the community because we knew who was providing the services. We knew how they provided the services. We knew the passion that they had in making this happen. That it was easy to say, okay, X amount of dollars will be set aside this month for these organizations in order for X number of people to be impacted. And as a result, over 600 plus people were impacted. Not including the total numbers of folks who were part of the family, but you're talking about keeping households together, making sure food was on the table, making sure the lights were on, and making sure that the roof was still in place. That's what Delaware Does More is all about. We're going to continue to do more.
We really appreciate all of you coming out to join us today, especially because joining together is what made Delaware Does More so successful and so quickly. It took every one of us, from our government representatives to our media, to our corporate partners and social agencies, to just the general community. I thank the countless volunteers who made Delaware Does More part of their lives over the past several months. I thank the many businesses, large and small, who invited our presence at their offices and at their events. And I thank the staff of United Way of Delaware and the Food Bank of Delaware for their exceptional dedication, for the many evenings and weekends spent in the community. From neighborhood health fairs to the Governor Martell's midnight swearing-in, they were there to spread the word, collect the food and funds, and make sure Delaware Does More had a friendly face in the